Phishing and leaking are both major issues with passwords, but not passkeys. So in this passkeys tutorial, you're going to learn not just the intricacies of passwordless login, but also the exact steps to use it, alongside pro tips for privacy-interested users. Now, as good as passkeys are, getting them is a bit of a hassle. Not all websites play along with the idea of a passwordless login, but if they do, you may see a prompt like this. Or the website or app will prompt you to use a passkey or sign in with one. Now, this passkey will most likely be saved automatically in your browser's password manager, which is something that you have to fix. Default password managers inside browsers weren't the safest before, and they really haven't gotten any safer since. So I recommend getting a reputable password manager with reliable security measures and cross-platform compatibility. 1Password passkeys are some of the easiest to try out. So if you want to take a look yourself, click the link in the description for an exclusive discount. So installing a password manager like 1Password on your device is a very simple process. For Windows, the steps are pretty much the usual, and for macOS, iOS, and Android, using the App Store is the way. And this applies not just to 1Password, by the way. If you want to use a different password manager, the steps to using passkeys are not going to change. Still, I like 1Password, so I'm going to use it as an example when showing how to use passkeys. First, let's figure out if the website that you use supports passkeys. For that, you can go to passkeys.directory and type the name of your app or website. For instance, here you can see that X supports passkeys, while Facebook doesn't. The second step is to go to a passkey supported website and create a passkey on it. If you have a password manager extension in your browser, like I do here, you'll get a pop-up asking if you want to save that passkey. You can either keep that passkey as a separate login or update it by adding to an existing login option. If you don't want to switch to passkeys for each website you visit, I still recommend prioritizing any websites where you use your credit card details or enter personally identifiable information. Since passkeys are phishing proof and can't be leaked or stolen or reused, they just provide your sensitive information with a higher level of security. Third, now that you have a passkey, you can easily log into the website with it through the same password manager browser extension. Here, see, as soon as I try to log in, a small window pops up for this. And while this is how it will look on a desktop browser, on mobiles, you'll get a slightly different experience. Still, all passkeys saved on your PC are going to be just as viable on other desktops or mobile devices. You just might need to enable notifications for 1Password or a password manager of your choice. Okay, now that you know how to use passkeys with 1Password and other conventional password managers, it's time for a few useful pro tips. First off, don't create passkeys on a shared or public device, only trusted ones. They get tied to your device through the password manager, so you don't want to do that with a device that you don't own. Secondly, if you are using 1Password, check the Watchtower feature often. It shows which accounts can add passkeys, and the list is updated often. Other password managers should have a similar feature as well. Thirdly, if you're on iOS or Android, you can set up your password manager as your default autofill source. So in 1Password, it's a matter of one tap. Fourthly, enable recovery methods if possible. Even with passkeys, you need to have backup recovery such as secondary emails, recovery codes, or phone numbers to lean back on in case of emergency. Fifthly, be on the lookout for fake passkey setup prompts. Real ones always appear from your password manager extension or app, not on the website itself. Threat actors are starting to figure out that passkeys are ruining their efforts, so they're trying to trick users. Thankfully, a reliable password manager like 1Password has features that can even detect breaches and leaks containing my passwords, so I'm not too worried. So if you'd like to get the same peace of mind, you can get 1Password through this QR code or the link in the description. The best deal is already applied. So even though comparing passkey versus password, the former is much more secure, you might have a lot of accounts that just don't support passkeys. But don't worry, even then, a reputable password manager can help you boost your account security. 1Password, as well as many other reputable options, offers a password generator that can just build long, complicated, unique passwords in one click. You can also set up additional two-factor authentication through a password manager, making it much harder for any third party to breach your accounts. At the end of the day, a good password manager equals a massive boost in account security. I still recommend getting 1Password to both set up unleakable passkeys for all available accounts, or to at least maintain your password storage secure and up to date. The deals are in the description as usual. Thanks for watching this far, and I hope I helped you make your online experience at least a little more safe. Okay, see you soon.